Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your message from the 11th through the 14th of January. It is a love reading and it is good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius. As always, please keep in mind this is general. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so naturally it is not going to resonate with everyone that watches. But if you would like a message that is just for you, you can book a private live one-on-one reading with me. The link to my website is in the description below. If you are looking for readings for all 12 zodiac signs, check out my sister channel, Soma Chandra Tarot. I do read for you guys over there as well. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. Subscribe and hit the bell. I read for Sagittarius and Libra on this channel every 72 hours, every 3 or 4 days. We usually hyper-focus on love, and I do a lot of deep dives for you guys here. But yes, I do read for all 12 zodiac signs on Soma Chandra Tarot. All right, my dear ones, let's get into it. Sag, I think you're kind of having a crisis of conscience here over what kind of relationship you want to have. I get the feeling that this is very much about you. And, you know, if you want to go for the King of Wands or the King of Cups, or if you want to be the King of Wands or the King of Cups, I'll cut right to the chase and tell you guys that you're going to hold back this week and just miss someone. When the Six of Cups came out in the final outcome, I knew that it was a person that you'd either known for a while or perhaps someone from your past that you haven't talked to or someone that you felt a strong familiarity with. So I used some of the Hidden Truth Oracle cards if it's a past person. If this is not a person from your past, then disregard the Hidden Truth. For what it's worth, I feel a lot of cross-watchers here checking in on a Sagittarius. When I feel a lot of cross-watchers, I scrub the reading, and I won't favor cross-watchers. I favor the sign. But I felt enough of both energy here that I decided to let this stand. So if this isn't you, it's not you, okay? But what I have here is I replay our conversations over and over. I hid who I really am from you. I wish I'd treated you better. So it's not that you necessarily treated this person badly, but it looks like you think a lot about the conversations the two of you had. You replay them over and over in your head. And I think when you do that, you think to yourself, I don't think I was really authentic with them. Perhaps something about this person made you feel like you couldn't be who you really were or really are. Maybe it was just what you were going through at the time. You weren't really sure who you were in the relationship at the time, and you wish you treated them better. Not that you treated them badly necessarily. Maybe you wish you could change your actions up until now. We all feel this way sometimes. The person in focus for you, what they have to say is, I'm not available. I couldn't let you get close to me, but I wish things could be different. Clearly, this person is closed off from you. They don't want to let you get close to them. They're probably telling you they're not available at this time. I think they've set some boundaries or limits. They do wish things could be different. They won't let you get close to them. This person does show me further why they feel that way through the romance angels. What you both have to say to each other. I always like to do mutual things. What would you both say? What do you have in common? I can't stop thinking about you when you speak to me through music. The two of you both might have liked listening to music together. You like the same kind of music. You each hear songs and think of one another. You think about each other quite a bit. Yeah. Your cards that came out of the Romance Angel Oracle deck. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, but trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. I do notice deception at the bottom of the deck. Someone's wearing a false mask in the relationship. You did get hiding the truth too. So Sag, with I hid who I really am from you, deception and hiding the truth, for whatever reason, you feel like you can't be your true self in this relationship. That might be a warning sign that you need to address with yourself in relationships and with this person. There's something about this connection or just going on within you that you feel like you can't be yourself. I think that you really want to control the outcome. I think you're really holding back at this time. Your guides are saying if you want something to happen in love in general or with this person, you are going to have to make some effort here in this situation. You're going to have to maybe make the first move or take a step here. But you don't want to. I mean, the final outcome for you was the Hermit in Strength. So you're like, nope, I'm holding back. I don't think you want to make effort right now because the situation is calling for you to have faith. You're not sure you trust this person. You couldn't be your real self with them. Maybe you thought they weren't being their real selves with you. I kind of get the feeling neither one of you were. We do this shit, right? Your person's romance oracles, what their love angels have to say is give your relationship a chance, work on the partnership very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life and it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest good of all. I see. This person has some codependency issues and they don't give relationships a chance. They can't decide what they want. They don't feel like it's safe for them to love. I don't think this person thinks it's safe for them to love in general. Because of the way you see them, Sag, I think this person might be kind of black and white. I think they're very intuitive, but I think that they have high standards and they may be somewhat traditional. But they have some issues here. Neither one of you feel like you can trust each other to illuminate the situation for you on your end. I have hiding the truth, disconnect and relax. Attached, substances are affecting your life. Some of you have a substance abuse problem. Of course, not all of you have drinking problems or whatever. I think that perhaps what they're trying to say to you is maybe the connection with the person, maybe you were just drinking a lot. And there was maybe drunk texting or drinking or some pot or something might have affected the way you thought you felt about the person in the past. Maybe there was an addiction to this person. You're hiding the truth here, though. You just want to pull back and relax. You do feel an attachment to them. Maybe you guys held hands. You like to hold hands. Maybe you drank together. It can just mean that, that you guys drank together. Or maybe alcohol affected some of the things you said when you said them or the decisions you made at the time. When I do relationship counseling, I'm forever asking people, are you having serious conversations when you've had a half a bottle of wine? If the answer is yes, stop doing that. Talk when you're sober, that'll help. What your person there to illuminate their situation is, and their life is money and finances, missing you, life partner, meeting someone new. So career and money is very important to this person. The Ten of Pentacles is important to them. They could even be married, or to you even. This is just important to them. They're very focused on finances. They miss you. They either have a life partner or they want a life partner. They may be meeting someone new. They may be a married person, but they miss you and they want to meet someone new. This person could be possibly in an open relationship that's fine with their partner. Possibly they want a life partner. They're about to meet someone new, but they miss you. And there's renewal at the bottom of the deck. A storm is brewing. There is a lot of confusion. Yeah, so you can't stop thinking about each other. Your guides have some advice for you. Don't skip the advice. This could change everything for you. If you take the advice, if this is the only part of the reading you absorb, this will help you. Mummy, change, apple, risk and reward, and vampire, emotional intelligence. I couldn't have given you better advice myself. These came out very easily. Mummy is about knowing that you need to allow for change in a relationship. You need to change and you need to let your person change. Everything in the universe is expanding. The one constant in this universe is change, ironically enough. And Mummy reminds you that you cannot preserve yourself or someone else in a tomb forever. We all get older. We all grow up. We will not be 29 forever. We grow and we change. And you can't control people or the outcome. You can't stay stuck in a past mind frame either, or mindset. You must allow for change. And you did get let go of control issues and hiding the truth. Just allow yourself to expand. You are ruled by Jupiter, Sagittarius. You can do this. You guys teach us how to do this. So maybe you're just struggling with your own Jupiterian energy. You really have to consider the risk and the reward in the relationships that you're choosing. You can take the risk and move towards relationships that are fueled by passion and drama and that whole little enticing, alluring Little Red Riding Hood Snow White bullshit. There's always a risk with that kind of a relationship. Or you can go for relationships that are more sustaining and comfortable and rewarding. They're not as exciting, but they're more sustainable. I also think that with a person in focus for you, you feel as though you'd be taking a risk. So you have to decide what's the risk in this situation versus the reward. Does the reward outweigh the risk, or does the risk outweigh the reward? This is a question that most of us should be asking ourselves in a relationship before we go diving in like lunatics, and we do not. We're like the Knight of Swords. We just rush in and we're like, well, the reward did not outweigh the risk. So it would be a risk. And also emotional intelligence. It's really important for you to look at your own emotional intelligence and the emotional intelligence of the person that you want to connect to. Do you make smart emotional choices? Or is it just fueled by passion and drama? What is your own emotional IQ? Google it, research it, read about emotional intelligence. EI is what determines what kind of a relationship we're going to have. Yeah, so that's your advice for the week. So at the center of everything is the Two of Cups. You're feeling a heart-to-heart connection to someone. You want to get close to someone. Very close, up close and personal. This is a person you feel a good, strong connection to. You have good conversations with them. You want to talk to this person. The challenges. The challenges were the Six of Swords and the Moon. So you're in a place of transition. The challenge is, can you leave the bullshit from the past behind you without repeating old cycles, without moving back into fighting and drama? Can you release baggage that you no longer need? But another challenge is the Moon. So a Pisces or a Cancer could be the challenge. The challenge is illusion, delusion, blind love. Not knowing where you're going in the relationship, listening to your intuition if something doesn't feel right. Things aren't really what they seem. Moving into where the connection you're going to. So the challenge is, I think, putting behind relationships that are just bullshit, blind love. Is like, is it a real connection? Is it not? I had to know what the Moon was. I was like, what's the Moon? The Devil and the King of Wands. So if you're a masculine Sagittarius, because I have the King of Cups here as well. Capricorn here too. Let me intersect this with your thoughts. Your thoughts are the Two of Swords. I was like, okay, it's a difficult choice for them. They're avoiding something here. They're weighing their options. What's the choice? The King of Cups and the Four of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. I have a water sign and a fire sign here. Maybe you're choosing between two different people. I see here that you either can't get this person off your mind or you're feeling very emotional about them. The King of Cups has a lot of love in his heart. But this Four of Cups tells me you're really moody about this person. You're like, I don't know. I can't stop thinking about them. Nothing in front of me is good enough. But I can't reach for this cup. I'm really avoiding this. Is the grass greener on the other side? Do they really love me? Do I love them? What I really see here, I almost stopped right here. I was like, well, I could talk for an hour about this subject. What kind of a relationship do you want to have? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the King of Wands that does illusion and emotional drama and passion and addiction and desire and going towards a more self-centered connection? The Devil in Capricorn is not all bad. That Capricorn teaches us that the world is our playground. Work hard, play hard, get laid, make money, put yourself first. Or is this the kind of person that you want? Is this the kind of person that they're going to be? Do you want to go for this guy or be the guy that confuses you, that draws you in like a moth to a flame? Is that really love? Or do you want to be this guy who's mature? Or with this guy? I think you don't know what you want. Or you're connecting to a person that's confused you in the past. So, deep past. What's driven you to this point is the Five of Pentacles. Well, you're clearly not getting what you need. You have not gotten what you have needed. You have felt left out in the cold. Perhaps in the past, what fueled you towards a connection wasn't really a mutual attraction. It was simply loneliness. Maybe even needing financial help. Perhaps this person was driven by that as well. I want to see the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups be what brings us to a connection. Not I'm lonely and I can't be lonely, so... The Five of Pentacles isn't a bad reason to be drawn to a relationship. We do move towards having a romantic relationship because we're lonely. But is there more to the connection than that? In the end, you just didn't get what you needed. Why? Why? I had to clarify this too. I got the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Lovers. Well, I think you did okay in the past, honestly. I think you just weren't getting what you needed. I do think that maybe you were either connecting to a person that really was more focused on themselves and just wanted to casually date. There might have been other people involved. There was a lot of tension and it, kind of sexy, but there was tension. Maybe the two of you didn't have a lot in common, but you did sleep with this person. Or I think you got out there in your dating pool. You casually developed things. You did you just tried to stay detached and stay single and focus more on your career, and you just had lovers. So either you connected to a person that was like this, or you yourself tried this on. This is not bad, but I think that you didn't get what you needed in the situation. I think some of you really want love in your life now, or you want to move towards a partner that is going to actually go somewhere with you. Recent past or deep within, the way you feel deep inside. Ten of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Who's this chick? Hi, Crosswatcher. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a bitch. I always call the Crosswatchers out. But this could be you too. Some of you have Libra in your chart. In the past, some of you were in a very stable relationship, or deep within, you want long-term emotional stability. You could have been connecting to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you had to be if this is you, Sag, you had to be really direct. Like, who are you? Are you the King of Wands and the Devil, or are you the King of Cups? Which is it going to be, dude? I have feelings for you here, but who are you in this situation? If you said that, this person was like, "Whoo, you scare me with your sword, lady." Or this person might have scared you with that. You may feel a strong connection to someone here, so you feel the need to hang in there, but it's a test of faith and it's a test of boundaries. Maybe someone didn't want the long-term commitment in the past, or maybe you didn't. This Queen of Swords is very direct and very smart. Sometimes she gives people the wrong impression, though, because she can come off as mean. But I do think that you want to be smart and directly communicate. I do think that deep within you see yourself as the Ten of Cups and you want long-term commitment. And you're willing to hang in there, but it's a test of faith and boundaries. Someone does seem very guarded. So either you're raising your sword or this person raised their sword with you. She has a heart, by the way. As an air sign, I promise you, the King and Queen of Swords have a heart, but they come off as very detached and direct. So I think that deep within, you're kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to have to directly communicate with this person, and they're guarded with me and I'm guarded with them. I said, well, okay, well, how do you see this person? How does Sagittarius see the person in front of them? All major arcana. Who the hell is this person? The Hierophant, Taurus, the World. It could be any fixed sign. Justice, Libra, the High Priestess, Libra or Pisces. Holy shit, this person looks like a force of nature, whoever they are. They could be a Taurus, they could be a Libra, they could be a Pisces. This person, first of all, this person might be very conservative and traditional. They could be going through a divorce or married already. They could work in law or government. This person's kind of, I think they have high expectations. I think they play by the rules. I think they're conservative and traditional. I think family is probably very important to them. The two of you might have been raised differently. You might have very different spiritual beliefs and backgrounds. You see this person as the world. Maybe you see them as a Taurus. I mean, I could say 10 million different things about this card combination. Those of you that are advanced with tarot, use your own discernment. This person is the world. This person might have ended something with you. This person might also be like on the internet and a public speaker, possibly. You see them as the world. You also see them as justice. So they have a major choice to make about you. This person seems to represent a lot to you. And the High Priestess, this person is mysterious to you. They may be very intuitive. They may be very passive. This person looks like they could be a legal counselor, a lawyer. They might be in the healing arts. They're coming off as very fair, but justice is kind of a harsh energy. Maybe they're your justice. Maybe you learned a major lesson from this person. This person looks kind of like a big deal in some way. It doesn't mean that they are. You're maybe listening to your intuition about them. This may be a person that you want to have a very serious relationship with, and it's a little bit more than a choice. And it would represent a major cycle in your life with the world. But when this is how you saw that person, I was like, okay, well, so your actions, the next actions coming in here for you, Sagittarius. The Two of Pentacles, you're like, Jesus Christ, what do I do here? I don't know what to do. You're trying to figure it out. Well, if I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. Oh my. I think you're keeping yourself really busy here. The Two of Pentacles doesn't make a lot of room in their life for emotions. As a matter of fact, they'll date two people at once. They'll juggle a lot and keep themselves busy. I think you're going to keep yourself busy. I think you're trying to find your balance this week. And I was like, okay, what are they trying to figure out here? Knight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Four of Swords. Well, you might have really romanticized this relationship, or you feel as though an enormous expression of emotion would have to take place. You have a lot of negative thoughts about that. Maybe you think this person Romeo'd you in the past, or you Romeo'd them. And the Four of Swords here tells me you need a minute. You seriously need a minute here to think about what you really want. You're seeking calm and solitude. A young water sign could have been involved. Pardon me, you guys. This stresses you out. You might have been on a break from this person for a while. You have a lot of negative thoughts. And this Knight of Cups could be some young water sign in the mix here. For some of you, you're like, I don't know. I think this person is not mature enough for me. And you're like, I have to wait until they're a fucking grown-up. Like, when are you done being the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands? When are you ready to settle into the King energy? Should I even bother waiting for that within this person or with myself? If this is a projection of yours onto this person, Sagittarius, clearly you want a serious relationship with them, or clearly this is a really big deal. Sometimes the way we see a person is our projection onto them. And the moon is here and the devil is here. So don't kid yourself about anything. But the final outcome is, these are your final actions. The Hermit, Strength, the Tower, the Six of Cups. Holy shit. Virgo, Leo, Scorpio. There's a lot going on here for you, Sagittarius. You're going to search your soul about this because it would take you strength to talk to this person. You feel the need to hold back. I suspect some of you have quite a bit of ego being triggered in this relationship, or this person's very pulled back from you. I think you're both holding back from each other, if I had to guess. You're going to search your soul. It would take you strength. You want to make sure that you do not operate out of a place of just raw emotion or desire or pride. You don't want your inadequacies to get the better of you. It would take compassion and strength of character here. You miss this person. You feel a familiarity to them. When the Tower comes out, I'm like, holy shit, the only thing missing here is the Star and Judgment. When the Tower comes, it's actually a positive sign in a relationship. It means if you could tear everything down and rebuild from scratch and not build the same bullshit tower with the same crappy materials in the wrong place at the wrong time, the relationship has a chance. But I need to see some other major arcana. I need to see Judgment, and I need to see the Star. And I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the Devil and the Moon. So clearly you guys have a lot to think about here. I do think you're having a sudden shift and a sudden awakening deep within you. And I think it's about what kind of relationship you want to move towards, what kind of relationship you want to be. You can't decide whether or not this person is grown up yet or not, or if you have been. But you feel this connection. The challenges are putting it behind and getting out of the moonlight and getting out of this Devil, King of Wands, moon energy. This is the hot, sexy bad guy or bad boy. And this relationship can be fueled by passion and even some toxicity. So we're going for the King of Cups, and I'd really like to see maybe the Hanged Man. I like that the Hermit is here. So just take the advice. You have to allow yourself to change, and you have to allow for expansion in other people, and believe that everybody can change, and it has to be proven. And you have to consider the risk versus the reward. And for the love of all things holy, make smart emotional choices. The Devil and the King of Wands and the Moon is the wrong fucking choice. The King of Cups is a better choice. And can you work out the differences the two of you have? This person does seem kind of intense. The Three of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Swords here, the Seven of Wands. Oh boy, you challenge each other big time, but there is a chance for a reunion. It also could have been a third party situation. You're just going to wait. You're just going to wait and stay in the present moment. Yeah. Okay, Sag, so that's your love message for the 11th through the 14th. If it resonates with you, I hope it helps you. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Always, always. I love listening to the universe for you. I love you guys. I'll see you next.